when are we going to see some sort of
How much time for
in
this?
just a few minutes? But let's start with the California, who have lost power as the state's 11th atmospheric river storm dropped more rain and snow. More than a dozen areas along the Salinas, Sacramento, and Merced rivers overflowed yesterday. The National Weather Service says at least 90 flood watches, warnings, and advisories were in effect across the state. Now, the storm has caused some trees to topple over. There's a big one in Culver City. We've got another big one reported in Sherman Oaks. In San Francisco, you had strong winds forced some people to shelter in place. Officials told people inside that Bank of America building, stay safe. They had 80-mile-an-hour winds in San Francisco. San Francisco Fire Lieutenant Jonathan Baxter said the winds were so strong, a window on a 42nd story building, or on a 42nd story, shattered.
One window did break out of its frame, and it fell to the ground, and another one was cracked. This is something that is unusual, but we're also experiencing highly unusual weather.
Forecasters had issued a high wind warning until late last night. PG&E crews responded to more than 155,000 power outages in the Bay Area. Supervisors in San Bernardino County have voted to waive up to $5,000 in review and permit fees for property owners to fix or rebuild because of damage caused by the snow. County inspectors have red tagged 29 homes and other buildings as too damaged to be inhabited, and yellow tagged 27 that allows for limited operation. The permit waiver is available for each building will be paid for by $500,000 of a $10 million emergency response fund that the board created on March 1st. Well, President Biden has promoted his new executive order on gun control at a Boys and Girls Club in Monterey Park.
The president began with emotional testimony about some of the lives lost in that gang shooting in January, where 11 people were killed. Then he segued yesterday into the lack of action on the part of Congress to pass stricter gun laws.
Enough. Do something. Remember one day.
Is it
I'm
Deco?
here with you. Very fast.
The new order also puts pressure on states to ramp up red flag laws. The U.S. Concealed Carry Association says the new order would have done nothing to prevent the recent mass shootings in California and around the country.
Maybe she.
Retired Orange County Sheriff Sergeant who trains schools around the country on how to stop mass shootings, and he says gun laws are not the only thing that are going to fix the problem. So we'll get into that. Also talk with ABC's William Martinez in just a moment about that Russian warplane that hit an American drone over the Black Sea. But Nick Baliocchini, everybody who's out there this morning is going to I'm literally hanging on your every word. Good morning.
Good morning, let's do this. Checking out the drive starting in the Inland Empire. That's going to be your area spot at the moment. 15 southbound this area from before Main Street. It'll be still going for you as you make way all the way through the Ranch Creek, Monday, and Alphaloma area, continuing beyond the 210 this morning as you make way toward the 10. Going to be a busy one for you there. I know there's something slowing down the drive. Down 250 on yourself on the keyword is K-Bus traffic westbound side of the 60. The whole Grove is the crash that has the 2 right lanes straight away. That'll be a busy drive for you as you come away from, it looks like at least a 15, actually getting word that it's going to be Harple and the 2 right lanes will be shut down. So it's like especially heavy for you there. 10 west is also going to be 60 west, but not looking all that much better for you. As you come away from the peak risk, it's going to be heavy delays on the 10 west on. Actually, you can update the map. It looks like from Sierra. That'll be busy for you down on the 10 west down the next way, continuing all the way to San Gabriel Valley. Heading westbound along the bank as you make your way toward the 605. 91 West Riverside to Florida, that'll be a busy one for you as well from La Sierra. And heavy stretches all the way toward the 55. KFI in the sky helps give you a doctor on your polio team.
506 on your wake up call. ABC's William Martinez, welcome back to Wake Up Call. And let's talk about this Russian warplane that hit an American drone over the Black Sea. I just happened to glance down at my phone yesterday and I saw this, breaking news alert come across and I went, oh no.
Hopefully it was an ABC news alert. I mean, very significant action. I was concerned about it. Probably the Russian ambassador yesterday, the State Department, officially told them, they're concerned about this and sent the message to Russia is don't do this. And he took it very seriously here, depending on there's video actually going to be declassified today. that will show the path of this weapon etiquette getting close
Well,
to the
do you
drone.
think people figured
There
that
was a
they
period
didn't
where
know that?
detectives to spray fuel on the drone. I don't know why that's the case, but apparently this is a harassment technique that the Russians have employed in the past. That they did 19 captures in front of this unmanned drone that was 25 miles off the coast of Crimea. And then on the last 3 or 4 is when they tried to spray the jet fuel on that last pass. This pilot essentially clipped the rear propeller of the drone. There's probably going to be some kind of options being looked at for recovery. But John Kirby, the NSC top spokesman, said this morning that while they're working through options, it's going to be shown. At the same time, we're confident that if the Russians do, that they're going to be minimal damage from the intelligence equipment or the intelligence export.
You know what it reminds me of when you said that it's just like the highway patrol trying to keep down some driver who's, chasing or they're being chased or that kind of thing. And so that seems intentional. Were these reports to be coming out that it was anything other than that seems highly improbable.
Yeah, yes, officials are saying that this is likely unintentional, if this was more of an accidental action by the Russian pilot. They're calling it actually just flat out dumb, is what one official told me. The reckless behavior, John Kirby saying, again, it's just incompetent action by a Russian pilot, and it's probably limited just to that pilot. But remember, there were 2 fighter jets that were carrying out this actions, this harassment action against the drone. So it had its transponder activated, so that radar takeoff that they were going to take out there, they knew what it was. And it's flying in international airspace, 75 miles out of for airspace, like the water. The Russian ambassador telling reporters out there that there seems to be a difference in opinion as to what constitutes territorial limits, since the Russian troops have moved into Ukraine, but I was just the U.S. it.
Okay, and when it comes to, I guess from a diplomatic standpoint, is it beneficial to say, all right, you guys just did something dumb, as the case may be, and one of your pilots was harassing ours, don't do that again? Or is it more important to stand up and say, hey, you guys came after us and now we retaliate?
Well, I think what they're doing is they're trying diplomacy here, but they're also using tough talk. Tough talk that this is reckless action, this is something that shouldn't have even happened in the first place, and they're calling out the Russians for this kind of behavior. And this happens all the time. Again, the Russians come out at either American manned aircraft or unmanned aircraft over the Black Sea or the Baltic, and what they try to do is harass the aircraft. Yes, the United States does do that when Russian aircraft get close to Alaska, but you don't see it coming into the road when something like this happens, and this one obviously violated those rules, and so that's what the United States is calling out. And I think nobody wants to see this escalate any further. Particularly, let's think about what could have happened if this was just not been a clip of the propeller, but it could have been a head-on collision, which could have been very likely as that jet fighter pulled up. And then what would happen to the pilot, and then we'd be talking about a totally different scenario.
All right, thank you so much, Louis. I appreciate it. Yeah, it is usually in my team. And that's when I said that I saw the alert and I went, oh, and that's exactly what I thought. Oh, how does this get parsed between the United States media and Russian media? And what is Putin going to tell his people? Well, sure, it's going to be victorious, and we took this down, and they were in our airspace, and that kind of a thing. And how do we gently have tough talk without sounding like we're not going to take action? How you're going to get on somebody, I guess, or punish them without crossing a line into a full-blown war. So, we'll see. I mean, obviously, I know these inner workings of just, how serious this type of event is, or what it constitutes behind the scenes as far as action goes. But I'm kind of interested to see, just because, you've got to think about the heightened alert on which the world is with Russia right now. So any little misstep by the Russians, Eastern, it's going to ramp up just a little bit the tension, as though it couldn't get any higher. The Oregon Board of Supervisors has banned TikTok for government employees on the job. The board approved a proposal last night to ban the popular social media app to ensure the safety and security of country data. The ban applies to county, so the ban applies to county users' information and data. A woman accused of leaving her newborn baby in a trash can at a gas station in Fullerton has been charged with attempted murder, child abuse, and child endangerment. The baby was an hour old when it was found last week and taken to the hospital. Anita Maldonado was arrested the next day. Police say there are safe surrender baby laws in California. When we come back, we're going to talk tech with KFI's tech reporter, Rich DeMero, this morning. So we've got a new email getting a fresh injection of AI this morning. Also, Rich gets to do the coolest thing. He got to drive a Lucid Air, and you can see the test drive on his Instagram. I'm going to go check it out before we talk to him at Rich on Tech. And also, as always, you can hear him every Saturday, 11 to 2 here on KFI. But we'll peek at his Instagram before we even get to talk to him about that drive on Lucid Air. Then Kelly O'Keefe, I wish I had anything in the air right now, because being on the road is miserable.
Well, that is the truth, then, and it is going to be nice for folks that are making their way out of the Moreno Valley area through Riverside line, north on Highway 215 for Wonderful to Market 6 Street. You're going to see the latest miles on the past the Market 6 Street and make way past UCR for the Riverside and it does look like you got an issue involving a couple of big breaks on the 215 north at the Riverside and right lane, taking on a really slow going for you there. Plus, I'm 16 out looking at you better for your drive as you come away from well before 50 half, almost as far back as 2 past 215 north. Well before all of that, through Badlands out of Beaumont, leaving the split with the 10. 60 westbound, and you're still going for you all the way into and through the Foothill and Springs area. Heading west on 60, it looks like you do a 3-car schematic that's hopefully within the clear from the freeway, but definitely going to be a rough go for you there. See if I understand how to faster. I'm calling. Attention Southern California, Central Solaris is ready to install your solar now and complete your paperwork in time for NEM2. They have teams working around the clock 7 days a week and have processed over 35,000 applications and got it. More than any solar company in California. No one works harder than Sempra does with this free decor and honor. Go solar American style. Declare your independence with Sempra Solaris, your local and veteran-owned solar contractor who gets the job done right. Imagine no money out of pocket, no payments until 2024. Call 877-211-5591. Worried about blackouts? Tesla and Enphase batteries are in stock. Plus, Sempra offers new furnace and AC systems with a lifetime warranty and new roofs with a 50-year warranty. Get your solar system installed by Sempra Solaris before net metering changes and rates go up even more. For all offers, call 87. This is Michael Jr. Here's what's trending in the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings.
The Lakers got 35 points and 17 rebounds from Anthony Davis in their win over the Pelicans. They're right back at tonight against the Rockets, leading the 6 arrest. The Chargers backfield could look different next season. They traded running back off of Commission to keep the trade. And UCLA men's basketball will start a March Madness run tomorrow. The two Bruins will battle 15 teams USC Asheville in the first round. I'm Missy Jordan.
Hey everyone, this is Michael Jr. introducing my new podcast, Gojo, tackling sports, pop culture, and whatever else you can think of. Download and listen to the newest episode from my show, Gojo, the podcast with DraftKings, releasing daily Mondays and Fridays, wherever you get your podcasts. Live in the Hayes bedroom, it's another eventful night for Securious Ron Steve has been struggling with his feet. His wife Michelle is trying to take the reins. Michelle throws him over. He's going in for the count. You should get inspired. Absolutely, boys. Inspired to sleep apnea treatment that gives you comfortable, restful sleep with the click of a remote. With no mask and no hands. Just learn more at InspiredSleep.com.
Inspired is not for everyone. Talking after the sleep is right for you and review important safety information at InspiredSleep.com.
Brings is super prices and a super selection at the Northern Superstore.
Oh, she told me she it's tight.
Lincoln, Hyundai, Genesis, and Volkswagen Irvine Auto Center. From West Covina to Highway, you purchase that car exclusive price protection guarantee.
What? Really? Get you a fucking supporter like you do, though. Yo, is it RBG's really? Yeah, she's hot too. Yeah? I think she is. She falls for this shit. Oh yeah, that's how is it only that? What is this other one? Here. This one has 37. So it's kind of fucked up. Okay.
Air conditioning and plumbing. TCL.com. Keep it cool, but it's hard to stop. License number 104771. The bill of health that means they don't stop. Medical bills, dental bills, car repairs, benefits due. Funds people need, but just don't have. As a nonprofit, JFLA has been helping people overcome financial challenges since 1904. We provide zero interest, no fee loans so that emergencies don't mean financial ruin. Support our efforts and learn more at jfla.org. You need to learn yourself? We're here for you at jfla.org. All the radio stations throughout every playlist match your mood and podcasts that everyone's talking about. If it's on the iHeartRadio app, it's free to download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Well, the government's really clunky here. You know, when you put in the call to ask for resources, they're very accessible and they're listening. With all this double speak and gobbledygook. Well, you know, we have to make sure everything is in order and arranged and running down, so we have to go.
We have to go now. John and Kim, people need help now. Live 1 to 4 p.m. on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app.
KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. It is a foggy Wednesday morning. I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee. Some of the stories we're watching in the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Governor Newsom has expanded California's foreign state of emergency to 3 more counties. One of them is Orange County. That's where supervisors yesterday also declared a state of emergency. Orange County Supervisor Katrina Foley says some homes are in danger of sliding down a hillside in Newport Beach. He said one has a family that includes elderly people in the house. They had to be removed, so that house was red tagged. Foley says if the 3 homes fall, a cascading effect could happen to the 50 other homes that are on that block, and they must be prepared in case that happens. You know, it's kind of a horrible visual of, you know, like almost like a movie, like domino effect in it. So you know that that's definitely a concern. 5:35, we're going to talk with CNBC's Jane Wells this morning. We're going to talk more about what's going on with the 2 banks that failed. Also, what might the Fed do, or in this case, what might the Fed not do because of those 2 bank failures. So we'll get into that with Jane in just a few minutes. But good morning to KFI's tech reporter, Rich Romero. You can listen to him, Rich on Tech Saturday from 11 to 2 here on KFI. Follow him on social media at Rich on Tech, his website, richontech.tv, and of course, catch him on KTLA. Rich, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you, Jennifer.
All right, so let's start with now our email getting the fresh injection of AI. How so?
We have heard so much about AI working its way into pretty much every product we can imagine. It's kind of like when everything started getting connected to the internet. Now we're seeing everything get AI. And Google is kind of in the sleeper here because Bing has really taken a lead. So is ChatGPT and all these other companies. So Google is kind of been staying back and waiting a little bit. So not anymore. Email and Google Docs getting a fresh infusion of AI. So now we've seen the autocomplete in Gmail. That's nothing compared to what we'll be able to do very soon. You can say things like, write me an email for my, a welcome letter to a new employee. And it will get, boom, it will write the whole thing for you, and then you can change it, modify it. Basically, this is giving folks a way to make a first draft of pretty much anything in Gmail or in Google Docs. It is rolling out this month to more and more users, so be on the lookout for it.
I like this only because it seems like a time saver.
It's a time saver, but the reality is, Jennifer, we will never have to write a first draft in the future. That's just the bottom line. You need to sell a cause, you need to write a contract, you need to do anything you need to do. Write a letter to work, it will always have a first draft for you that is written by AI. You can go in there and fix the details and make sure everything's feel like that.
All right. I do kind of like that. I'm always looking for shortcuts because I try and cram way too much stuff into a day. And so I guess that's why I like it. But from the actual, like, all right, I should sit down and do the work myself, standpoint, I guess if I was a parent, I would be crazy right now.
Exactly. I think that's really look, it has so many implications in so many ways, but you have to think back, there was a time when we used to remember phone numbers in our head or in an address book, and that's just not the case anymore. We used to remember facts, that's not the case. We used to know how to do math, that's not the case. We rely on these systems for everything now because they're an extension of our brains.
We were having, I don't know who I was having this conversation with, or why, I should say, why it was up. For whatever reason, I remember my 6th grade boyfriend's phone number to this day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, here's the best part. So it was over the summer. And so a friend of mine was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if his parents still live there. We called
That's exactly right.
This is the dumbest thing, but I'm like, do you remember me from elementary school? It was funny. It was very funny.
I was trying to remember my phone number from when I was a kid, and I still remember it. I can still remember it very clearly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I know mine's out, but I remember it was 5473651. I know that's not it anymore, but the people who live in that house don't have to worry about it. But yeah, it's crazy now. And if somebody asks me, like, what's Tyler's phone number or what's your phone number, I have no idea. I don't know what area code you guys are in, to be perfectly honest.
I tell my kids, just remember at least one or two phone numbers, just commit those to memory because if you're ever in an emergency, you need to call mom or dad. But that's it. Other than that, you really don't need much more.
You're right.
Number two.
Okay, how about this? Stadiums that are keeping track of your face. Sometimes people love the idea of your face being your ticket. Other people say, what could go wrong?
Yeah, I think that's the reality of the story from sports. They kind of took a look at all the different stadiums nationwide that are using facial recognition. They counted at least 20. Remember the story with the woman in New York City that was trying to attend the kid's event for a kid, and she was like banned? So that kind of took a our area, Pachanga Arena in San Diego, they have facial recognition for entry, scanning, and payment. BMO Stadium near USC, the soccer stadium, they use facial recognition for basically their teams and people working there for entering the training facilities. And then the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, I don't know if you remember this one, but they used facial recognition to catch that Taylor Swift soccer back in the day.
I remember that.
Yeah. And so, all these stadiums are starting to use this stuff. It's just something to be aware of because they're using it to not only get you in the stadium, but also to verify payment and also filter people out of the stadium. So if you're banned, you try to walk in, they're like, no, come over here, get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. You are on the do not attend list or whatever it is, the do not fly list.
I gotta do a lot to get on that list.
Have you ever gone to a concert with me?
No.
You don't have to do that.
You may be overly enthusiastic, but you're not like,
I'm not wild. I've never been kicked out of a concert. All right. Okay, how was this ride with Lucid Air?
Incredible. So Lucid is a new luxurious car company. They've been around for a bit, but I test drove the Lucid Air Touring Edition, and this is kind of an EV, well, it is an EV, but their deal is like more luxurious, more fuel efficient, I should say, energy efficient, and it goes further than most other EVs. So this EV has a range of 425 miles, which is pretty good. Goes 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds, 620 horsepower, but it's $107,000, Jennifer.
Yeah, that would keep me from that luxury. No matter how much I wanted it.
This is a very specific car. So what they're trying to do, they're not trying to get folks from Tesla. They're trying to get folks from BMW, Mercedes, Porsche, all these other companies that make luxurious gas vehicles. They're trying to say, look, you can come over to an EV, get that same level of luxury, and not give anything up, but you're also helping the planet. Of course, they have super cars in the future, but it's going to take a long time. And there's also an SUV coming out. But you got to watch the video on my Instagram, at which I'm saying 0 to 60 is 3.4 seconds. Jennifer, I don't know if you've ever done that. No, it was wild.
When it comes to those hyping the planet things, I want to know how many I don't know if it's going to be celebrities or just the billionaires, whatever. How many of them will want to buy one of these just so they can tout that? Oh yes, I bought one. And then also they'll have some, gas guzzler on the side.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, here's the reality. I think that this is a good thing. And if you can get people from a Mercedes or BMW that's going to get a luxury, like an S-Class kind of car, and you can say, look, this is a really nice car. It does great things for the environment. You're living in California. It's very easy to charge these things. You're going to spend the same amount of money. Why not get something new? The other thing I thought was kind of ironic. The biggest investor in this company. Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
Oil, Saudi Arabia.
Yes. I'm a fan of this company. So I said, I asked them, how are you going to be around for the next 5 years? And they said, well, I think it's investor is the Saudi Arabia, like public investment fund. I said, what? Don't you see the irony in that? This electric car company is the biggest investor, is the biggest oil, area in the world. And they're the ones even they need to diversify.
They need to diversify, but also then you wonder what's in it for them in the sense of, all right, why does this make them look good? Will it help some quota that Saudi Arabia needs to show that it's being environmentally conscious? Oh, I don't know. Oh, now my reporter hat is on, right?
Right? I know it's doing it for me, but at the end of the day, it's a California company. The cars are made in Arizona. The cars are very nice. It's just one of the things that's an uphill battle because every other luxury car company, the traditional ones, are also making now luxury EVs. So I want to see them succeed. It's 50 times.
Yeah, absolutely. Rich, thank you as always. Rich on Tech is where you can find that video of him. That's his Instagram, on social media, everywhere on social media. Always you can watch him on KCOA, but the best place to listen to him is 11 to 2 Saturdays right here on KFI. Thank you, Rich.
All right, Jennifer, thank you.
See ya. Bye. All right, we come back later to talk with CNBC's Jane Wells. Of course, talk about the two banks that collapsed this week, what the Fed may or may not do because of that. Also, it's my favorite story that she sent me last night. Is hiding from his lawyers, which I must say made me giggle because I think Shaquille O'Neal is like the one person in the world who really would have difficulty hiding. Period. Like nobody is gonna go, oh, that guy sitting over there with the hat and the glasses on behind that newspaper. No, that doesn't look like Shaquille O'Neal at all. Come on. We'll get into that with her in just a few minutes. Nick Palliotini, we're going back into that drive. It's going to be rainy all morning. Should taper off, but right now this heavy rain is coming right through your coach out.
The metro folks that are making actually popular right now, sometimes out of the 110 and make the transition to the 105 west. It's the purple in transition over the east coast down as you're already making that transition. Most of the people on the team will let you do there's a lot of flooding in the area, so it's a massive area. Stuff on the 110 for the 105. Also, 8 calls so far about flooding down along the 78. And Nicholas Port Carlson and Oceanside, right around Elton, and serious flooding for the event. Heading west on along the 78 after east and west on right, and it's a must-have driving. Also taking the driving 15 southbound as it comes out of the Marriott area. So going overall from those elements first, and those delays 15 southbound on the 15 south. All the way to Escondido, and it goes over 78. So if I decide to get a faster, I'm Nick Palliotini.
Hi, Samson Toyota speaking. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Well, imagine yourself in a new Tundra, conquering the open off-road where mud and rocks have got nothing on you. Or maybe you can take the boat out for some water skiing action. Or you can stop by the home improvement store. You can kindly go back to your house and promising your daughter all winter long.
What did you have on the phone?
Hi, Dad. Mom, is you still on the phone?
It's on the it's you late, but I want it that way. Tell me why Tell me what say. Tell me why I never wanna never I want that but we have to tell me
Dedication to treat COVID-19. Sponsored by the California Department of transmission fluid.
Seriously? You could just test the break.
We all know if you go to the wrong place for car repair.
Recently, and I listened to some of those audio comments as well. I just wanted to
So don't risk it. Take your car to the experts at Inco.
how
Double A.
participated was kind of sad.
Check engine light on.
You're at a level 18, which is in even close to 30. You're gonna have to go to bed.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and
Go ahead and play the film.
I guess Facebook, you want to take somebody through.
Jane Wells on your radio. Teach your mind at the marathon.
AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. We're going to talk with CNBC's Jane Wells in just a second. I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee. This is your very wake-up call for this crazy Wednesday morning. Some of the stories we're watching include the governor expanding California's storm state of emergency to 3 more counties. That includes Orange County now. One thing also, supervisors in San Bernardino County voted to waive up to $5,000 in review and permit fees for everybody who needed to fix or rebuild because of the damage that was caused by the snow. And also, if you don't have flooding in your area right now, which I think is highly unlikely because I felt like everywhere I drove through this morning had flooded out areas in it, but the storm has caused some trees to topple over. A large one down in Culver City. There's another one that was reported in Sherman Oaks. And this rain is expected to stay with us through the morning and probably be heaviest right now during the morning commute. So listen up to Nick Caliotini. He's got lots of updates for you throughout the morning. And if there are any more weather changes to let you in on, I will bring them to you. But right now, CNBC's Jane Wells. Follow her on social media at Jane Wells. Good morning, Jane. How did it go with when you were filling in for Johnny 10 last week? I'm sorry, I was sick.
I'm sorry, I had a blast as I always do. You know, and it was good to come there and see everybody in person. I'm telling you, this rain, I could see the rain, and California bank failures, and check layoffs. I think God is part of the money for that.
I think so, for all that we have done over the lifetime of this world. All right, so let's start with actually looking at the futures this morning. So right now the Dow futures are down 564. What's going on now this morning?
Well, we've got some, and then we've got some interesting breaking news on top of that, because I thought we had a great day yesterday, because it looked like these regional banks, everything was going to be okay, and the government's backing everything up. But then this morning, investment banks said,
That's my saying.
it's tanking, it has problems, it may not get enough funding at the United Bank, something like that. And so that's sending new ripples through the financial sector. And yeah, as you said, the futures are down over 500 points. But we just got some interesting news on inflation, which one reason why Silicon Valley Bank and some of these
Like
regional
by
banks
David.
had problems, I think it's maybe because rates were going up so fast and so high, because the
Like
Fed
it.
is trying to stop inflation.
Anyway, to make that
Then have difficulty financially. Wholesale prices
I mean, it's, yeah.
in February, and retail sales fell in February. So consumers are starting to pull back maybe a little bit. And this is exactly what the Fed wanted. So this maybe will bring down prices, bring down inflation if people stop shopping as much. And that increases the probability that next week when the Fed meets, it will only raise rates a 0.25%, and maybe not at all, as the market will let that happen.
Okay, so this could be then sort of a perfect storm. In addition to then those two reports that you're talking about, also those in the fall of those two banks and everybody getting nervous and everything. So that could then result in possibly nothing happening.
That is true because, Jay Powell, the chairman of the Fed, wanted more than anything to bring inflation down. It's supposed to be at 2%. It's now down to 6%, which is still high, but it is slowing and coming down. And, the fear is that the Fed is going to break some things in its effort to raise rates so high so fast. And nobody thought, I think, that the thing they were going to break was some things. But that's what happens. And so the Fed now has these other things it has to consider, like if it keeps raising rates to bring down inflation, it's going to create more problems and lack of confidence in banking, and it's going to have to provide more money for the banking sector to stay afloat, because the FDIC is going to have to protect everybody's deposits, no matter what they are, at least if you see those particular Silicon Valley banks. So if they have to walk a tightrope right now, and the thinking on Wall Street now is maybe it's going to be a 4 point or nothing at all. And just a week ago, Powell was telling Congress, I'm probably going to raise it a 0.5 point. That's before all this happened.
And that shows too the flexibility. I think that a lot of us look at this and we think that is a foregone conclusion. Maybe what number they are going to increase or raise the rate to, but maybe not so much. Maybe this is proof that.
What up, Pam? How's the room doing?
With the way that reports come out.
Right, and there's probably going to be some changes.
We've been up all night here on the Rabbi Rothschild late night show. We handed it off to Logan and crew. I've predicted you two will get together, so you should just know that I can see that happen, at least for 7 years. If you live forever, why not? Total synchronicity. Very cool, very cool. I did, because you at one time retweeted the top tweet that I have, and now we're getting some momentum. I am dominating this thing called Discord. So I did not really use Discord because it is pretty much the most unuser-friendly thing that there is. If you actually try to get into some of these other Discords, you may have a Discord that you love, and if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, Discord is like, I don't know, I just would consider like super complicated forums. But basically, I have gotten a lot of traction by what I think is kind of an ingenious move. I go to the biggest game rooms, or the places that have the most amount of people. So that would be like Fortnite and Minecraft and stuff. And I just post up in the like top room with this avatar that basically, I don't have it in here. I'll just post a picture of it if you're curious. People have seen it before, but basically it just has my whole story in it. So here's what it says. It's all in one avatar though. It says Rabbi Rothschild equals Guinness World Record for live streaming, 666 plus consecutive days on YouTube. Human data is crucial for AI. Content is king. Data equals Earth's #1 resource. More data than anyone ever. Search hashtag ViralRabbi in YT and filter by live. Real life Truman Show. Largest event in global history. Real life Big Brother. Watch live 24/7, 365 free day or night on YouTube. Please share to be a trillionaire and help bring world peace. So it's rather long, but it all fits actually on an avatar. And when you click it, it blows up and you can read it. So I got this thing posted out in like the front of really the one where I think I'm getting a lot of traction is Fortnite, and then also if you know what Midjourney is, it's like an AI image creator. That one is a big one. So there's big Discord servers. So I am at the very top of them, and I put like a period before my name, so I'm way at the top. And basically, all these people click on this room because they wonder what the hell is this going on in here. And wouldn't you know it? Normally, I'm serious about this. I'll have a 24-hour stream and one person will watch it. And that's like an average. And it's been an average for 666 days. Why? Because it's really hard to get people, addicted to one person if they don't have other people who are addicted to it. But once a lot of people are interested, it becomes a really interesting snapshot and time capsule for the world. Well, now that I've done this on Discord, I'm getting like on each stream 10 an hour. So that's a lot. And on some, like if I let it go for a couple hours, I'll get 50, 60 views on it. And that's a way, way, way more than I'm ever getting before. And so what I'm saying is that I'm starting to see a little bit of like a hockey stick effect where, it's starting to hopefully increase. And so I've also asked for people to do some retweeting. And if people have retweeted or you retweeted it in the past, I've added you to something called the Trillionaire list. So if you're interested in getting in on that, retweet what I have pinned to my profile and I'll add you to the Trillionaire list. Easy money. Data is the #1 resource on Earth. And you have to understand, in like 10 years, well, even like 1 year, very few people will have jobs because of AI. And then what will happen? I really think it will be a creator's market, an artist's market. So if you are some kind of artist out there, or like if you're an NFT or crypto, certainly there'll be IT jobs out there, but AI is going to replace a lot of them. And it's going to need a model on which to build it from a human standpoint. And when you know it, a pure stream of like 2 years from 5 different angles is something that's never been done, and it's far more data than anyone has. And it's a beautiful timeline from the pandemic, the death of a queen, the birth of AI. I have a radio going the entire time, so you know exactly what day and you know exactly what time it is. I think it'll be a really, really interesting thing for people to study in the future.
Under the radio drop down when you sign up, Bambi.com. That's KFI under the radio drop down. Credit, please. Spell BAM, B-E-E. That's BAM, B-E-E, at Bambi.com. This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Reset your rest at Mattress Firm's Big Spring Sale. Shop top brands today and save up to $700. Plus, get a free adjustable base for select purchases. Time to score big savings on your dream bed.
No, it can watch it in the future and definitely know exactly, movement for movement over the course of 2 years, everything that a human does in 360 degrees. So it doesn't necessarily already have to do it. It can do it in the future. We're looking at it doesn't have to watch it live. These are saved. See, that's the key. A lot of people might have themselves on like security footage, or they might have themselves on TikTok, but that doesn't always save. This is saved to YouTube, where someone can go back in the annals of my life and actually like pull out a given day on YouTube. No one's been able to do that. On 6 different streams on YouTube, and I'm on Discord, and I'm on 7 different Instagram accounts. World peace. I want to give people a platform to discuss world peace. I don't want people to have war anymore. And I'm not showing popular, excuse me? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Can you repeat, please? Yeah, that's why I'm on so many streams. Well, I think I will be. I think I'll be able to do a lot of good in the world. Absolutely. So firstly, we would dedicate ourselves to solving world peace. So I know that there there. The United Nations, though, needs some guidance. I mean, honestly, I don't know why they don't make it their mission. They don't ever say we want world peace as the United Nations. Nobody knows who United Nations Secretary General is. It's not like a thing, and it would have to be a thing that we don't want war anymore. So that would be the first thing. I would really approach the United Nations and then also UNESCO to end world hunger. Look, I'm sick of kids who are starving. There are technologies out there like hydroponics and vertical farming that we can use, particularly on the African continent, to help those people and help them with life straws as well. And malaria nets. When I was in college, I went to Washington, D.C. With a program to study how we could, as a civilization, end malaria in sub-Saharan Africa. And really, it's with malaria nets, which at that time cost like a dime. And it was just a lack of funding and awareness at the time. But so definitely, I would really want to improve conditions in the what's considered the third world, and so it wouldn't just be Africa, but also in Asia, everywhere in the world. And then if you want to look at what I do here in America, there's something called 6th Street. It's really known as Skid Row here in Los Angeles, and it's a terrible, terrible thing. Many homeless people are here, and I would really advocate, or I would call. I would ask Pete Buttigieg, Secretary of Transportation, to make it his goal to improve 6th Avenue and make it like 6th Avenue in New York City. So it's 6th Street. If you've ever been there, it's Skid Row. It is a lot of homeless people, and to clean it up and to make it really cool and give people opportunities to live. So I mean, those would be 3 really things. Like, so I have 2 big ones, let's just say, and 1 close to home. I'd want to help the homeless issue here in America.
YouTube The Edge joins Jim Kerr to do a deep dive into the making and remaking of YouTube classics on Songs of Surrender.
Okay, I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, sir. I'm very good at being honest and sharing my life, and there's a lot of value in that people may see in the future. Additionally, there's a lot of things that I do. We do play instruments on it, and we do a lot of documentary watching. I mean, we watched every Oscar nominee this year. We've watched basically every documentary there's ever been. We listened to every album we looked at. I'm just a one-person show, so I can't always be very exciting to people. But what I can do is provide people an opportunity of a window of within, from 2020 basically to 2023, of what life was like. I mean, imagine if we had this in the 1930s. People would love to see that. We watch old footage as a civilization like it is brand new because it's so exciting to see what life was like then. Imagine what civilizations will be able to do now.
This is your morning wake-up call for a Wednesday. Trying to make it light for you guys. If you are out there driving around this morning, my heart goes out to you because my stomach was where I think my heart should be for about an hour and 20 minutes this morning on that freaking wild ride on the 210 to the 134 in here from the IE into Burbank. If you don't have to do it, look at that. I don't even know what to say. Just stay the heck off the road. Natalia Okini will help you get there this morning. If you do have to drive.
Yeah, I mean, it's just hard to be super good at something if you're not necessarily super good at something. You know what I mean? I do have some talents. I'm a very, well, I can be, let's just say, a good golfer. And so I can show that, but it's very difficult to video that on 5 different streams in the same way. But I definitely understand. I mean, even the best singer or dancer on earth can only do that for about a couple hours, 5 hours at the most, and they're going to be exhausted. And then they've got another 19 hours a day. So even if this were the biggest pop star of all time, who's the most interesting person, they're going to be boring after, their set is done, so to speak. And then you're going to actually get to see what it's like on the inside, so to speak. And that's what I think will be exciting for people. The little things, the minutia of life. Yes, it'll be interesting when I sing karaoke and we talk about ufology and disclosure and NFTs and crypto and all the other interesting and things on which we talk on a daily basis. But then there's also things that people will want to learn about the given day, the nuance of their day that they have in common with someone, from everything from eating, sleeping, to going to the bathroom. There's a lot of courage that has to be done to be able to do this with just absolutely no devil may care kind of attitude. I don't care. I have no fear, especially when it comes to people. I've never been afraid to say anything to anyone in my entire life, and I'm not afraid to show them in my entire life. I've been very honest in my life. I've had many relationships with women, and they've all been positive. I know that if anybody in my past wanted to have any discussion with me, I haven't done anything badly to anyone, so I'm not worried about that. But if they did, I would welcome a discussion. But I know I've only treated people really, really well. And if I ever did have a misunderstanding with someone, I could definitely explain. If they saw it from my side, I think we could totally understand. But that when you're at that point in life where you have no fear, I don't have a girlfriend out there. There's no ex-wife. I don't have children out there who are going to be embarrassed by this. It's really a unique thing for the world to see.
Cryptocurrency. So you give the guy $1,000 and he holds on to it, and then maybe he'll push it back a little bit, and it'll have the return on your investment. You're like, man, I make some money, so you dump in more money.
That's correct.
So $10,000
Yeah.
to invest in cryptocurrency.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, more than that, though, now. I'm approaching
The
7
next thing you know, this person just vanishes with all of your money. This cryptocurrency investment fraud rose from
No, I keep it on while I'm asleep, and I awake to it. Yeah, 24/7, 365. So you get to watch it on 5 different streams at least. So it's always going.
Cryptocurrency investment fraud.
It sounds like
Yeah, there's no. The only time I have to get up and turn on a live stream is if one of them goes down for some reason. Why would that be? Like Chrome can crash, like they can go out. But usually I'm awake. When I awake, there are at least 2 or 3 streams going just on YouTube. That doesn't count Instagram and Twitter, on which I'm always streaming or have been. And the Twitter one's really nice because it can do like 24-hour videos. So that's a really unique thing. YouTube,
people want to offer all the money from all of their investors. Because chances are you're not the only one who's scam like this. It's a lot of folks building into this thing.
Okay, so I was seeing in this one story
Well,
that I read, there was a ransomware
at least when I came to Twitter Spaces, I wasn't having anyone talk on it. I was just playing the radio if I would call. The reason why was I'm not as talented as, say, Logan and some of the other people where I can just start a Twitter space and have a bunch of people come. I'm still pretty new, so I join people's Twitter spaces if I'm generally going to talk to them. I was kind of just testing out at least Twitter's capabilities on my phone. For some reason, I've done this now 3 times. I run a Twitter space. I was just trying to run it for as long as possible. And 24 hours and 3 minutes is the longest that I could get on my iPhone. I know other people can get it, but I have an older iPhone. I haven't tried. The reason why is if I have to do it, I think 54 hours is the record that of which I know. So here's how I have the record. I did 24 hours, it ended, 24 hours, and then it ended, and 24 hours, and it ended. So I have like 72 hours, but they would have little gaps in the middle. If you ask ChatGPT, the longest is 33, but that's at least for video. And I can't, at this $5,000 to get the certification. So I don't have $5,000 to just give to Guinness to get the formal certification.
And I thought, oh, but if I
Yeah, I was surprised at it too, but I mean, basically, they don't.
oh, maybe they deactivated their account, or they.
Hey, I'm down for it. Essentially,
you know what? I guess what it is we get in this routine, and sometimes we don't think about even the simplest little ways for somebody to hack into something or get a little piece of malware on whatever our device happens to be. It's just so easy because we are trying to cram, 5 pounds of whatever into
it's a good idea, and Logan be the one to do it. His are longer than mine. There's no doubt about that.
I just think that even though I like to think that I'm smart enough to not see these and I report them on them all the time and that kind of thing, if something was sophisticated enough, I think we all could fall prey to it. California has taken a big step towards women making the same as men. Reporter Jennifer Stevens in Los Angeles, Palm Beach, and San Diego are among the first group of cities in California to sign a pledge supporting equal pay for women. She said yesterday closing the pay gap for mothers and women of color may seem daunting, but California is up to the challenge. 111 companies have also signed the pledge, which news says sends a clear message to employees, customers, and constituents that women are valued and women's labor is as valuable as men. In 2020, women in California made a median salary 90% of what a man makes for the same work. We need them in honor of their ultimate sacrifice. Congresswoman Young Kim says Sergeant Major Robert Pottle and Lance Corporal Rick Santani were both killed by a bomb in Afghanistan in 2021.
To let them know that their service has not been in vain, we will be able to help your Billionaire residents of all ages and future generations remember their names and their stories.
Santani's family says it was his dream to join his dad on the Santa Ana police force. Pottle was the leader of the LAPD SWAT team. Friday, the post office name will officially be
I think Maria Report would have that.
That was
IYA. It's called Maria Report or Maria Report. Maria Report. Yeah. Well, there's one main one, but that person like has to work.
Coors Light have created popsicles in honor of the NCAA tournament. Yes, Coors Light. Who needs
He definitely has right now top 3 Twitter spaces, which I know, and I asked. I know, and I'm saying that as the only host. I'm saying it's the only host. But even we know that Logan sleeps every like 2 hours or so. But nevertheless, okay. I'm not saying every 2 hours. He sleeps for 2 hours every like 16 hours or something like that. Well, he's got some kind of the Leonardo da Vinci sleep schedule. He makes it work somehow. I'm not taking it away from him. I'm saying that I would think he could do it as well.
Tyler, you've been a sports fan. Did you ever need one of these in your life?
I probably would have tried one at like a baseball game.
If it was hot outside, right?
Yeah, I needed something to cool down. Are they? Did you mention if they were alcoholic or are they?
No, they're not alcoholic.
Yeah, no thanks. Unless they're easy wine, I've never been on board with the non-alcoholic beer. Just give me a Coke.
I'm telling you now, as a connoisseur of them, they taste so much better.
Everybody's going to try to break all these records, and people will have like them for a long time. I really think that they'll open up the platforms to allow for just not saying unlimited streaming, but like go for it. If you want to have a stream that's 10 days long, go for it.
They're just going to be in the mid-50s to the mid-60s, but we do have flood watches all over Southern California, as well as some gusty wind advisories. And then it looks like, though, by tomorrow things should taper off. We do have another typical storm show coming in on Friday. We leave local, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Jennifer Jones Lee. This has been your wake-up call. Let's get a look at your drive with Nick Palliatini.
No matter where you go, please give yourself plenty of time wherever you're headed. If you can tell us today, that is today is definitely the day for it. Getting out on the 14 southbound from as far back as Avenue, you're really going to feel the difference on the 14 southbound all the way straight on through towards the 5. As they said, you know, all past 5 southbound, leaving the 14. It's going to be a busy one for you till the 405. But surprisingly, not too bad for you through the valley, San Fernando Valley, that is. As you're coming away from Roscoe Boulevard, kind of light lane stretches for you as you make your way through the 101 as well as into West LA towards Sunset. Got some major issues going down for you drive on the southbound side of 101 around Lankerton. A couple of cars coming. It looks like it's the 2 right lanes that are taking away that Addington already busy drive for you on the 101 southbound out of Valley Village in North Hollywood. Over here, area from level from Main Street.
I mean, just post up space of 60 hours and you have the record.
Continue 2015 southbound all the way to Ontario as you make your way towards the 60. So you'll find this guy who's super that faster. I'm in college. Bring into super prices and a super selection at the Norway Superstore. 6 great brands: Honda, Ford, Lincoln, Hyundai, Genesis, and Volkswagen at 9 convenient locations. From the Cerritos Auto Square to the Irvine Auto Center, from West Covina to Huntington Beach, we have all your
Well, I think, Taylor, you got a good point. And perhaps you could get sponsorship for it too. But it's one of those things that, I mean, imagine right now they could just run a banner ad on Twitter for nothing, and I mean, they're not monetizing this. They don't realize the type of value that they have on their platform, and that they could really, I mean, they could pay their hosts whatever it is that they feel is sufficient for people to be on their platform. I mean, honestly, if not for Twitter Spaces, none of us would be here like a 90th of what we are, because it's like the engagement that keeps you there.
Before we start the annual meeting of Sean's personal info, has anyone seen so? Nope. Oh no, he's been stolen. LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
90.
The experts and pros have been fixing cars for almost 60 years. Over that time, they've gotten more complex than
You're
ever.
stupid.
That's why our techs undergo rigorous training and certifications, so they can fix anything, including the most complicated repairs that come with some of the latest technology. After 60 years, there's nothing we haven't seen or fixed. It's how we know cars inside and out. Double A, CF. Check engine light on? You'll check it for free.
Interesting accident? Did it?
Fine again, 640. Stimulating talk.
People used to do like dance-a-thons. There used to be all kinds of like things when, I don't know, when I was a kid. Put your hand on a card, like a radio station would give it away, a card for who could do things the longest, and like longevity was a real thing. But once we got to the internet, everything changed that, and then you get into Twitter Spaces that literally last for days and are all really interesting, and they're recorded too. So they're just a long form podcast, and I'm surprised nobody is trying to capitalize on this.
That you could do that drive-in this morning.
Yeah, surgery Monday.
AI can come in and, like, well, Logan, you were saying there was that it had limitations, like it was only 3 hours. You can put in your Twitter Space, and basically AI would give you a script of what it had, a transcript. Essentially, they could just run AI through these and see when a Twitter Space is, use the correct commercial phrase of what it is, McDonald's, KFC, whenever the people are talking about that, and then just like run banner ads on it, basically like they do on Google right now. It's just, I mean, it's really not that far from them to do. I'm kind of with Taylor. I kind of think it's a cool like pirate radio thing. You can say whatever you want. Nobody's really gonna flip out on you when you get commercialized, and they're gonna freak out. But it's just, to me, it's not that hard to do, especially with AI. Oh, speaking of which, I heard about ChatGPT. Of course, I know I'm talking about this, but next week it's going to have an update that it's going to include like a way for this AI to, perhaps, now this wasn't announced yet, we'll have to see for ourselves, but it will allow AI to be able to make judgments on images. So you'll be able to show it like a cartoon if you didn't understand it, or like a comic. Video, audio, and image, I think, are going to be on ChatGPT 4. Like its next update, which allegedly is that came from Microsoft's CTO, and that's going to happen next week. So that can change the game as well.
Welcome to the show.
Ready for it now. Yeah, right? I think that was nicer than what he said to me. Is it fun? Oh, definitely nice in the backyard.
Kind of to summarize, AI is going to really dictate what's going to happen in the future Twitter Spaces.
Let me see what else is going on. First of all, we're going to be dealing with, obviously, the rain. So virtually every break, I'm going to be turning over to Jennifer, who's keeping up.
You're absolutely right. I mean, I don't know if you've seen Black Mirror, but basically within Black Mirror, there's this dystopian app, but basically in the future, dating apps will just run you through a simulation of 1,000 different partners and give people the success rate, and that's how people will date, and they'll just know what their success rate will be for, like, and it's shown them.
It started in Northern California, and I was actually on the phone with a friend of mine who was driving through areas watching like the roads overflowed and things like that. And I remarked to him stupidly, not that bad down here right now. Dumb.
I got educated that.
Blame it on myself.
Yeah, there's what state of emergency in
Yes.
County.
I know I'm just a barrel of flowers with all my dystopian dating app idea. It's AI. I really think it will give artists an opportunity in the future because they are people who can produce things. In the future, if you don't have a 9 to 5 job to which to go, then you can't really produce anything. At least an artist can create their art and then attach an NFT to it, and then that gives them something that can be passed along, or it can be shared, or has some kind of future transaction. When your local, manager of a restaurant or a local business doesn't have that kind of opportunity.
Storm is expected. It should taper off later this morning, but between now and then, it's not really going to let up. So this morning to me,
Many artists, I think, are afraid of AI. I think it gives them a lot of opportunity in the future to perhaps get new ideas.
Who was the anchor of CBS News following Walter Cronkite, and he was the anchor for many years. I interviewed him, and he actually broke out in that song, How High the Water Mark. Just out of the blue. Just thought was kind of interesting. So didn't sound as good as Johnny Cash, I'll tell you that.
Was he talking about the weather?
I don't know what he was talking about. All I remember in the interview was how high the water mark, why he was saying that.
And like, you asked him something about what one of the favorite things like about his mother or something. And I think he said his mom and him used to sing that song.
I guess. All right, let's go beyond that.
All right, so now let's talk about this heightened flood danger. So the levee breach that left that big area in Monterey County, Colorado River, the burst. I don't know if you've seen any of the pictures of it. It looks like, what are those?
Taylor, I'm totally with you. I've gotten 3 different certifications off Amazon Big Data certification, but people will see that over the course of this. But I'm with you. Definitely, I would like to become a medical doctor. Go to any medical school, process of what it would be like to go to medical school or law school or to get a PhD. I think that's a fabulous idea.
My question is, how many priority lists? Have there been levees that were more in trouble than in fact the authorities dealt with it? And I don't know the answer to that. I would.
That's why we watch documentaries all the time, and I would say that. No, documentaries aren't boring at all. But documentaries are always in. I'm saying that. No. I don't think you're understanding. We watch every documentary there is that's out there, every movie that's out there, every album that's out there in music. I try to take every kind of art and bring it into this as much as possible, on top of getting certifications and advancing myself educationally.
Federal government says it's subjecting 27 drugs to inflation penalties.
Every major book, we've listened to every single major audio book. So basically, yep, absolutely. Multiple times. Yeah, absolutely. Read front to back. Yeah, it's like I'm Jewish. With my mother and her mother and her mother and her mother going all the way back to the Bible. That's not something in which I believe. All the major belief systems, including the Quran, I wanted them all on this. So, in addition to the Aeneid, the Odyssey, the Iliad, the Odyssey, the Aeneid, I want all the major books on this. I think people won't look at like one Bible as being better, like the Bible as being any better than any of the other great works. It's just another book out there. I think in the future that people will study and say it had some particular significance in society, but I wanted to make sure that it was all on here. I didn't want anybody to be left out.
Bring back to life at Business Market with 5 yellow mangoes for just $4.50.
I didn't read it. I played it on YouTube.
Brighten up your smoothies and salads and pass on this deal now.
Yep. And it's a video, and it's. I think we did it a couple of times because I fell asleep during it, and it just kept playing for like 8 hours.
As in, Jackson Hewitt guarantees your biggest refund or your money back, plus $100.
Get to Jackson Hewitt for your
Oh,
biggest
no, it was a video of the words of the Bible, and just like what it would be in, I guess, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, all the other ones. And then it wasn't like a video. I shouldn't say it was a video, but it wasn't like a dramatization.
They have almost won $1 billion for their client, with $188 million settled in 2022. You see, being hurt after an accident has a major impact on a person's life. The last thing you need is to take it on alone.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good book. If that's your cup of tea, it ties up a lot of loose ends that other people may think haven't been tied up. So I totally, if that's your cup of tea and you believe that, then you're absolutely free to believe that. And I want to make sure that your beliefs were included in this live stream.
During Staples Teacher-Palooza, he hosts at Paper Made and owners. In-store only for M4 All supplies last. Help your favorite teachers stock the classroom at Staples.
Spring's going to be here before you know it. So start saving money with solar from SolarMax Technology.
Call SolarMax.
I think an interesting take on Jesus. Honestly, I think he wasn't an alien abductee. Hold on, his mother, because she couldn't prove who his father was, and she said it was God. And how are you going to explain that as, well, whatever the story is, it's basically like, you tell me. I don't know. I don't want to tell you what your beliefs are. You tell me.
I'm Mark Pope, the inventor of Navage nasal care, and I love Navage.
I thought it was this. Basically, that they didn't have sex, that Joseph and Mary didn't have sex, but she had Jesus, and it was like unexplainable, and that could have been an alien abduction. And I just think
I love it. My nose feels so clear now, and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for a week.
In today's day, we don't have evidence of an alien abduction that occurs. They're inexplainable. But what I'm saying is nobody talks about that. Basically, everybody talks about, I guess, Joseph and Mary. They were like young, and Mary got pregnant, and Joseph said he didn't have sex with her, and so perhaps some, I guess, people think that this might have been like an immaculate conception kind of deal. And if you believe that, that's cool. Some people don't, so that's cool too. But if it was that, then how are you going to explain that? That doesn't really make sense. If God did it, that's cool too. But I'm saying nobody ever talks about if alien abductions happen. How the hell she could have been an alien abductee and been fertilized somehow. This does happen. This is a thing that we learn about in ufology. Is that a testimony of Solomon? Brief me, please.
Saturday evening at 5 on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app. AM 641 everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Bill Handle here, morning crew. We continue with Handle on the news.
It sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm not.
The flood watch is still in effect. It'll last through
Apparently not. Apparently you're enlightened. Okay. Well, can you say it again? It's interesting, but I couldn't really understand it all.
Crackdowns on dealers who are supposed to do background checks and aren't. Crackdowns on guns being stolen or lost while they're in shipment between firearms dealers. Public awareness campaigns, two of those. One, letting everybody know about red flag laws. The other one to promote safe storage of your firearms. And finally, the FTC is going to produce a report about how guns are being marketed, especially if they're being marketed to children. And I know you got Steve Gregory coming on, and maybe he's got more on this and all the stuff that happened with Biden yesterday. We do it at 8 o'clock. And you're not going to see too many arguing that these executive orders are somehow in violation of the Second Amendment. These are already law. And all he's doing is clarifying what's already law. So the part of it that's going to be controversial is once the Justice Department better define who is supposed to be doing background.
Whoa. How are you going to do that? Connor waits that long, and then you just cut him off. Taylor, calm down, woman. Go ahead, Connor.
Do I need
They want to clarify the law, so there might be people who currently are not being required to do.
That's okay. Taylor, that was nice of you to even say that. Go ahead.
That's where you might see some pushback from gun owners.
All right, there is a new bill that's sponsored by a Republican assembly.
Connor, you were coming at me with a question before getting T-boned in the intersection by Taylor. What were you saying?
In writing, once the school employee learns that a student is identifying as a gender that doesn't, or a school employee, whatever,
I love
they would
animals.
have 3 days then to tell the family. Now, a couple of things come. First off, there are people who are concerned that this could put anybody who is LGBTQ, that they could have some sort of backlash in their family. Maybe they're at school.
Yeah, great question. So Twitch only allows you to save up to 90 days. Well, you had I had a Twitch Plus account, which is 90 days, and then regular Twitch is only 30 days. And that's just not enough time for me to have an archive. I need this thing to be permanent. And so I did do Twitch. Then what I did was I started doing, there's something called like Streamlabs, and then also, so I had a Streamlabs premium account and then an Omelet premium account. It's like, what's Omelet? Omelet is a Twitch alternative. They're the big competitor to Twitch, and they would allow me to stream to Twitch, YouTube, and Omelet itself, and all three of those at once. So it was like a 3-for-1. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. So I did that for a long time. So yeah, I was on Twitch for a long time. Honestly, Twitch is more, well, they do have, it's a newer channel or a newer server kind of, it's called IRL, in real life, which they actually had an issue with. So I would call Amazon and try to fix Twitch with Amazon customer support. I actually have a video of this. And Twitch customer support says, yeah, like our app is broken. And they say it on the live stream that I actually upload. So I would like try to work with Twitch as much as I could, but it just wasn't as, I don't say user friendly as I needed, but I would find that it would crash a lot. And really, when you're doing long form streams, I need this thing to work for a long time, and I need to be able to play it back. And Twitch would just kind of, I would crash it. It would crash pretty often with that normal Twitter, with the normal Twitch app, to the point where I was recording. I had a video of me on the phone with Twitch while they're watching me on the phone, on speakerphone. So they're watching me on my live stream, and I'm saying, okay, you're watching me? Yeah. Okay, I have your device on my tablet, and now watch when I do this. It crashes. Why does it crash? And they're like, well, we don't know. Honestly, we see it's crashing. It shouldn't be doing that. And I refuse to pay for it if it's not going to work. It's not fair to me as your customer. So basically, they love having me in their customer support, I'm sure. But I have done Twitch. Let me think what else. So Snapchat. I built these robots that automatically, it's an auto clicker on a phone that I call it a robot, but it's basically like something that auto clicks the phone over a certain number of times, over certain durations, and then does things for me. So what does it do? I can have it auto post to Snapchat for me. So I just have months of my life at like 15 seconds of Snapchat that would just upload very, very quickly. I also have the same on Instagram. Now, Instagram allows either like 1 hour maximum or 3 hour maximum videos. So I have those, and I have like 7 different streams going all the time that are just posting 1 hour videos on Instagram. So I have like the last few months of my life on 7 different streams on Instagram. I'm trying to think of. Yes, you can. I'm doing it right now. No, it's not. I'm definitely doing it right now, and I can send them to you. I'm positive. Go to Rabbi Rothschild 5, and you'll see right now hour-long videos. You'll see them. You could also go to Rabbi Rothschild 7. You could also go to Rabbi Rothschild 40. How many different stores is that? Oh, no. Stories is different. I'm doing live. No, you're right. Yeah, they have Instagram Live. You don't know about Instagram Live? Oh, Snapchat's different. The longest Snapchat I think I could do was, I thought it was 15 seconds. It was really short. And so, yeah, no. No, that was Instagram. I'm sorry. I just talked about Instagram. No. You're absolutely fine. Snapchat was difficult because it was 15 seconds, but its upload API, meaning like the quickness that it could upload, was pretty good. So that I could do like 15 seconds, 15 seconds, 15 seconds, and I have it on a bunch of different devices. So while one's uploading, I have it on another. But yeah, I mean, that's nobody wants to watch someone's life every 15 seconds. They gotta go to another video. It's ridiculous. So, but let's just say I've tried everything, and really one that I really like is Twitter, that allows for 24-hour videos, which is a really interesting premise when you can just watch the entire day. I should say YouTube does as well. I've had the longest YouTube I've ever had was 222 hours straight, which was like a long video, and that was like, why was it so long? It just happened. My internet worked, everything worked really well, and the app didn't crash on it, and it was really great. But here's the catch with YouTube: you can only watch the videos that are 12 hours or less on YouTube. So I have like a 222-hour long video saved on my archive, and I can watch it on my archive, but I can't like publish it. It can only be published 12 hours of it. So there are some limitations, but I really think once YouTube knows that they have such an opportunity here, especially with the amount of data that they have, they can change those limitations pretty easily and allow for really long form streaming. I mean, you got to think what podcasting did for audio. The long stream video is going to perhaps do for the long stream vlog, really is what it is, a video blog. But when these were popular, say at the beginning of the century, like the 20th century, the 21st century, they were uploaded, and it would be like something someone would like cut this up into like 3 hours, or it would become a reality show like The Real World or something like that. In this case, it's basically like a free for all. You can watch whatever you want, as much of it as you want, and it's all free. And while people aren't necessarily watching it right now, I really think that in the future, I think this will be studied at the university level. I definitely think it would be. It's like a real life Castaway.
News is brought to you by WBC Kitchen and Bath Center, a senior care facility in LA, and 3 of its managers are facing.
When I say Castaway, the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks, it's like basically a person on a deserted island. You get to see what they do, or a real life zoo. It's like a human zoo. And when people start to understand that, wow, there's someone really out there who's a real life Truman Show or a real life Big Brother, that's going to be really exciting.
The particular restaurant began displaying COVID-19 symptoms the morning after arrival and tested positive for the virus.
Patient being admitted. 14 people, including the nurse who admitted that patient, died in the outbreak. In LA, let's go. KFI News.
3 clerks at supermarkets and liquor stores in Ventura County have been selling alcohol to minors. The State Department of Alcoholic Beverage Control targeted 10 businesses last week where a minor was told to try and buy alcohol from certain stores. Number 2 was successful at Village Green Market, La Bodega, and Smart and Final. They say the clerks were cited and faced a minimum fine of $250, along with 24 to 32 hours of community survey. UCLA has created human-like robots that will compete in the 2023 Robo Cup in France. Professor Dennis Hong says that there are other humanoid machines out there, but theirs is the only one capable of running.
There's a number of reasons for one, but Artemis is very different. It's a one-of-a-kind, very dynamic robot.
Hong says people are a long way off from being able to use robots in place of humans in dangerous situations, but says this is a start. The machine will play in the soccer tournament in Europe this summer. And author John Jake becomes part of history.
Prolific best-selling author John Jake started.
We were talking about AI. Has anybody seen these robots in real life? Like, I've seen robots at Walmart that basically look security robots. They're starting to have them that they're like able to replace stock the shelves and stuff. Has anybody? Oh, and of course, you know, like there's. Like, has anybody seen these? The like dog jet that they have, like from Boston Dynamics, or like I see these things. They're using them for instead of security personnel, but I'm not sure if other people have seen it.
Davis put up 35 points. The Lakers prevailed over the New Orleans Pelicans 123 to 108. Davis was the high scorer, but as you'll hear in a moment,
Perhaps I'm the only person to see these robots. They're out there. But you haven't seen them?
Because it's 2 days in a row. Here's Coach Starvin Ham.
We made an organizational decision to start with our team doctors to hold them out back to back. So
Can you repeat that? Do I know who is?
still an active injury.
The Clippers host the Golden State Warriors at 7. That game live on AM 570 LA Sports.
That name sounds familiar, but no, I don't think
The New
so.
York Islanders 5-2. Good enough to keep the team solidly in second place in the Pacific Division. The Ducks get the Islanders tonight.
Logan, it could just be me, but you sound very far away from the microphone. Can you check that?
Today, the Dodgers play the Colorado Rockies.
Oh, man, you're so much better.
Weather from KFI.
Okay, so what was her name? Julianne Slipka?
Morning commute times will start to taper off as we head into the afternoon. Highs today, the warm will just be in the upper 50s.
I don't know who she is. Is she a robot?
It'll look like by tomorrow we could see some sun breaks, another chance of rain coming in on Friday. 57 right now in Fullerton and in Dana Point. Okay, look at your drive with DKFI Sky, and we'll start in the Cajon Pass. Good morning, Mike.
Your mic is coming in and out.
Morning, Jennifer. It looks like weather already a factor. It's slow in a lot of places. It's not normally this slow at this hour. Now the south there, the transition there to the 210. 210 westbound on the breakdown from the 15. Most of the way out towards the 71, 57 there. Now, there's a little gap. Then back on the brakes from another problem. That's up ahead at the 210 westbound at Baldwin. They're clearing out of the right lane. They say that might be another hour or so. So that's quickly building up back towards Irwindale and the 605. 710 southbound. Lots of slowing now. Looks like maybe some flooding into Long Beach, but the 710 southbound already very heavy from the 105 down into downtown Long Beach. And the northbound 405 through the South Bay curve on the brakes there for the 110. Most of the way up to the 10. Mike O'Brien, KFI and the Sky. A life store system that can filter and delicious water straight from every tap in the house. It filters out the chlorine and contaminants while retaining healthy minerals, and there's no filters to change ever. It's maintenance free. New customers get a free Epicure antibacterial filter. That's worth $825. This ends March 31st. Call 800-803-2696. Visit LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource Water, taste and feel the difference. Jacoby Myers is here to help you get the justice you deserve. We specialize in serious injury cases and have been fighting for our clients since 1972. Trust Jacoby Myers to be your guide, your advocate, and your support system. With our unmatched experience and expertise, you can rest assured that you'll get the compensation you deserve. Plus, our consultation is always free. Call Jacoby Myers today and let us help you navigate the legal process and get the justice you deserve. Jacoby Myers, justice for you since 1972. Reese Trent Door Brand Mattress Firms make spring sale. Shop our brands today and save up to $700. Plus, get a free adjustable base for select purchases. Time to score big savings on your dream day. Oh, good times are waiting on St. Patty's Day. Now get top reasons to visit the winner.
St. Patrick's Day freezes. Get a free plush rainbow keychain March 17th.
Number 2.
Look, Chelsea Dumpster when you earn 500 points on the reward card. The 20th or 21st.
And the number 1 reason.
We work hard for you. That's why LA Times readers voted out the best casino in the Southland.
Morongo, good time. Bill and Kathleen showcasing the way they have run the company with love and dedication to their employees and creating their motto, revolutionizing the home improvement industry one customer at a time while changing the lives of their employees for the better. People make the difference. American Vision Windows is built on a team of home improvement experts who take great pride in their work and the energy-saving advice they provide is free.
No.
American Vision Windows
Why?
make sure that all their installers